Hello folks, my name is Key771. Welcome back to another amazing video. So on my left side I got the Scuf controller. This is Scuf Reflex Pro, and on my right side I got the aim controller. So what I'm going to be doing for this entire video is that I'm going to be comparing these two amazing controllers. So I got like 7 different rounds. I'm going to be comparing them, and I'm also going to be declaring a winner out of the two amazing controllers. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, and let's get ready to start the video. Before we begin the video, I want to thank you to every folks who continue watching these videos. If you enjoy these type of content, please consider hitting a like or subscribe to the channel. I noticed that from my statistics that 90% of folks who watch these videos not subscribe. So if you like what you see, please consider hitting the like button and also subscribing to the video. The first section that we're going to talk about is the build quality. So when it comes to build quality of the Scuf controller, nobody cannot deny the fact that the Scuf controller is absolutely well built. The controller itself is very premium. As you can see here, it got the back pedals on there as well. Just looking over the build, basically this is the PS5 internals with the Scuf remodeled redesigned shell. If you look at just the design, the styling, even just the little accents, Scuf really thought about this controller when they built it. So I cannot deny that the quality of this controller is truly amazing. So when it comes to the aim controller, their quality as well is also super amazing. So I got the aim controller. So this is not the latest version of the aim controller with the grip backs and the pedals. This is actually the older version that they had. So I had this controller when it first launched. This is when PlayStation 5 was first launched, all the way back in 2021, November of 2021. Wait, November of 2020 when it was launched, not 2021. Can't believe we're right. Wow, it's almost 2 years since the PlayStation launch, and you know, we still can't find them in stores, but hey, that's a different story. Nevertheless, the quality of the controller is really amazing. I love the fact that it has the back pedals are really positioned in the interior and thumbstick. So in terms of the quality of the controller itself, I'm gonna have to give this round to Scuf controller. The reason being is because Scuf did a whole overhaul of the controller, and you can't deny it. It's a really nice controller, really well put together. So for this round, I'm gonna give it to Scuf controller. Okay, so for the second part, we're definitely gonna be talking about the back pedal. And when we talk about the back pedal, I'm going to talk about the quality of the pedal and pretty much the build itself. So Scuf, this is a Scuf back pedal, and it's super amazing just the way how Scuf put this together. The quality of the back pedals are super amazing. I also want to remind you that Scuf also has a reprogram button here. So you can program the back pedals. You can have 2 different profiles. So, you know, if folks want to play racing games, or maybe sometimes you want to play your, Call of Duty Warzone or Vanguard, you definitely can do that as well on the Scuf, and that's super amazing. So when looking at the aim controller, it also has a back pedal as well with 4 different remappable buttons. And what I can see about this back pedal is that it's placed really well ergonomically, and you can easily press all 4 pedals. So, but for this particular round, in terms of just talking about purely the back pedals and the design and the features and functionality, I'm definitely gonna have to give this round as well to Scuf controller, because of the fact that you can program it to you can have 2 different profiles if you play different games. Okay, so for part 3, I'm going to talk about the changeability of the pedals itself. So the reason I'm talking about changeability of the pedals as a separate section is because this is very important. So folks know who play FPS games that sometimes the pedal breaks. And this was a huge issue back on the older Scuf, which Scuf Impacts, that the pedals will always break. So these particular pedals, just looking at them itself and looking at the changeability of them, these are a little bit more difficult to remove them. Now, it is possible for you to change them, but unfortunately, I have not figured out how to remove them as yet safely. So I'm always very afraid of them breaking, and it's not a very easy thing to change and to remove. However, it can be changed or can be removed just in case they break, but these breaking is very unlikely. So when it comes to changeability of the pedals, the aim controller is a lot more easier to change. So literally, to change the aim controller, all you have to do is spin the back part right here. And once you spin the back part right here, you can definitely go ahead and you can remove these pedals. It's easily removed and can be easily repaired. So in terms of this section, in terms of changeability of the pedals, I'm gonna have to give this section all the way over to aim controller, because of just how easy it is to remove these pedals. Just in case the pedals break, there's something that may happen at a later date. You can easily change the pedals and switch out and get new ones. So for the fourth one, I'm gonna talk about my favorite part, which is the triggers. I love triggers. I love my triggers to always be very instant for me to play FPS games. Now, I mostly primarily play FPS games, so I'm a little bit biased towards that, but the Scuf Pros does not come with instant triggers. If you want to get the instant triggers, I do recommend getting the FPS. The Scuf controller is very heavy. Like, it's a little bit heavy on the heavier side, but when it comes to just keeping it about the paddles itself is the regular PlayStation 5 pedals that comes on this one. So for the same amount of money I paid for this controller from AIM, I also got the mouse triggers as well. So right out the bat, like, just accessibility of the paddles and everything like that, I'm just gonna have to give this section over to AIM controller because I've not tried. I'll be very honest, this is kind of a biased thing. However, I've not tried the FPS Scuff, but considering that costs over $300 and this only costs like $250, I'm definitely gonna have to give this round over to AIM controllers because of their instant triggers and how well it's made, and not only that, because of how accessible and how very affordable it is to get it. Okay, so this is also my second favorite part when it comes to customization. This is the first part. So when it comes to customization, now currently the AIM controller can be customized to your liking. The customization list is just completely wild right now. You can customize everything. You can change the pads, you can change the buttons, you can even put your name on the AIM controller. The customization, the personalization of AIM controller is just completely rad. It's completely off the table. At the moment right now, and at the time of this recording, Scuf controllers does not give you that ability for you to customize them. So you're stuck with having to choose one of Scuf's colors. So whether it's maybe the white, whether it may be the orange, or whether it may be the Scuf blue, you literally have to choose one of the colors that they already made. And so there's no availability right now for you to customize it. And for the fact that AIM controller gave you the ability to customize your controller at launch, I'm definitely gonna have to give this round over to AIM controllers. Okay, so when we talk about pricing, so this price is going to be very, very important for all my budget conscious folks. So when it comes about pricing, so right now, the time of this recording, the Scuf Reflex Pros, these one come at $229.99, and plus you have to pay for shipping. So shipping usually run into about $20 plus whatever state taxes that they charge. So at the time of the recording, I paid $282 for this controller, plus I also paid $17 extra for import. So it ended up costing me almost $300 just to get this particular controller. So at the time of when I actually purchased this controller, it was a little bit on the cheaper side. So this ended up costing me with the back, with the grips, and with the mouse triggers. This cost me over $245. However, I had a coupon code that I added under this one, so this slapped it all the way down to $195. So at the time, right now, I do have a coupon code available in the description that you can use to get 55% off. So you can get a controller similar to this one for literally about $160. So that's a super bargain. But AIM controller has so much coupons and so much codes and so much discounts available that it's absolutely crazy. Sometimes I wonder, like, how does AIM make money with all these deals and all these bargains that you're giving away? This section goes directly to AIM controller. Okay, so for the last section, we're going to be talking about shipping and shipping times. I know this is very important for a lot of folks because you want to think about the time that it takes for you from you purchase a controller to you actually receiving the controller. So that is very important for a lot of folks. So how long does it take for you to get your controller? So when it comes to the Scuf controller, this took me about 4 weeks to get it. And the reason why it took me up to 4 weeks was because there was a delay in shipping. So there's a lot of things happening right now in Canada when it comes to logistics and shipping. So things may take a little bit longer. So this literally took me about 4 weeks. And that's just because I had 1 entire week of delays. So if it wasn't for the delays, it would take me about 3 weeks to get it here. And I'm all the way in Canada. So if you're in the United States of America, you can expect to get this controller within like about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So that's really quick. So the AIM controller, the time when I purchased this was at launch. And it took 10 weeks for me to get this controller. 10 weeks. So exactly 2 months. 2 months and 2 weeks for me to get this controller in my hands. Right now, I know that time has been narrowed down a lot to about 5 weeks. That's still like about almost 5. That's still about a month and 1 week, which is not too bad. However, you have to consider the fact that they are also making this controller as well to your liking. So you customize it, you build the controller to how you want it, and somebody's going to take your order and make it. So with that, you kind of have to cut them a little bit of slack just because you're making your controller. So however, I still have to give this round to Scuf because even though right at the time that we after this recording, you can't get a Scuf controller unless you sign up. So I'll also leave some information, a link in the description as well for you to sign up for you to be able to purchase one of these. But from the time that you actually purchase to the time when you get it, it's a little bit faster than it would be for an aim controller. So I'm definitely gonna have to give this round over to Scuf. So in terms of the overall winner, so who is the overall winner of this comparison? The Scuf versus the aim controller. I'm definitely going to give the W to aim control. So aim control got 4 points and Scuf got 3 points. Now aim control has a lot more values. You can get coupon codes all over the internet for you to get one of these controllers. So shipping times is not too bad now. Considering the fact that you're actually building the controller to how you like it, it may take up to 5 weeks for you to get the controller. And that is not too bad, because you're actually building the controller to how you want. You could put your name on it, you could do whatever, you could customize it like crazy. One of the reasons that because of paddles. These paddles, you can literally hold them, you can press all 4 of them. It's so easy to use all 4 paddles whenever you're playing games such as FPS games. So I use these for slide canceling. So this is for sliding, this is for jumping. I use this one to put plates on, and I also use this one to like open doors or open crates or whatever. So you can use all 4 pedals so much easier with the aim controller. The Scuf controller is still amazing to hold their paddles as well, right? But it's just that it takes a little bit more force for you to press the middle ones, and it's a lot more challenging on the press. It doesn't mean that the Scuf controller is not an amazing controller. The Scuf is also an amazing controller. The build quality and everything is so amazing. And once they open up the portal for you to customize it, I know a lot of folks are going to go crazy on the customization and create some really amazing controllers. So for folks who are interested in supporting the channel as well, we got some controllers that are available for sale. So this is my personal controller that I use. So these are 771 controllers, and I make a lot of different variations. So we have the gold, we have chrome, we have silver, and many different available. So I make very special controllers for folks. So all these variations that I make are very limited amounts. So once you purchase a variation, you can be sure that somebody else in the world will not have the same variation that you have. I want to make this controller very special for you folks, and as you folks continue to buy these controllers and support me, I want to say thank you so much for doing so. I did a lot of explaining when it comes to the aim controller and when it comes to the Scuf controller, and I know a lot of folks have different questions around that, and may have still different questions around that. Some different things I probably said in the video that I've not covered everything. If you have any questions about both these controllers, leave it in the comment section. I always respond to each and every person, and I will be happy to help you make that decision. So please don't take everything I say as a gospel, because it really is based on my personal preferences and what I think about these controllers. Yes, the aim controller I would definitely recommend over the Scuf, just because of the value, just because of the fact that you can have all the amenities for a cheaper amount of money with way more customization. So that itself is an added bonus of getting the aim controller over getting the Scuf controller. However, the Scuf controller is still a wonderful value. It's an amazing controller that has very premium parts in it. That brings us to the end of this video. So if this video is helpful, folks, and you're still here with me, consider hitting that subscribe button and consider liking as well to this particular video, so I know that this video you like, and that I myself can also make more videos like this that will be able to help you. And my name is King of the North 771. Thank you folks for watching, and until next time, we'll see you again, and peace.